What's good, unconventional listeners, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Just Unconventional, the Grateful Take edition. I'm back with my cousin Grateful Dave, and we got a lot to talk about. We finally done fixed all of this so we can get this rocking and rolling, and there's nothing else that's going to stop us now because there's no obstacles, only opportunities, and that's how we're going to look at this for here on out. So, Cuzzo, we got a lot to discuss, mainly with the NBA because of everything going on. I don't know why this thing doing that, but I kind of like the fact that it's like recording and it's showing like me trying to actually put this to full screen and stuff. It's just kind of feel authentic to me. But we got a lot to talk about when it comes to the NBA, of course. We got the conference championships going on right now. Got to talk about this snub when it comes to Wemby because Wemby got snubbed in my opinion for that MVP. We got we got a couple games out the way, a couple shocking performances, and yeah, but also including we're gonna revisit a conversation that we didn't really get to post last week, but we had a long conversation about LeBron James, and I brought up the fact that we're probably looking at the last face of the NBA. So I kind of wanted to revisit that conversation and reiterate that. So me and my cousin, we're going to be talking about that as well. NFL schedule released. We're all excited about about our teams. So I want to see how my cousin feels about the Eagles schedule. I'm going to talk about the Falcons schedule, and actually, while I'm talking about that, I'm going to look into the Indianapolis Colts because I don't understand how they just kind of starting to fall to the wayside for me, but I'm still a big fan of theirs. And then also got a lot of wrestling going on this weekend. I know I haven't talked about wrestling in a very long time, but we got Saturday night's main event and AEW Double or Nothing happening this weekend. So I'm gonna break it down for you, the matches that we got going on, the times, and everything in between. So without further, rambling and ranting, we can go ahead and get into the Grateful Take. Cousin, how are you feeling right now?
Well, I'm feeling good. Of course, as always, thank you for having me. I really appreciated that and earlier what you said. There's no more obstacles in front of us, only opportunities, and that's powerful, right? Even in the face of the imperfect world we live in, obstacles are always going to be there, but there's still are opportunities in those obstacles. I really appreciate that, cousin, because even sometimes when we don't face obstacles, there's opportunities, but when we face them as well, there's opportunities as well, because that's a moment for us to be able to rely on God to get us through that moment. So, I appreciate you saying that. That was really powerful. I appreciate that.
No problem.
All in all, I'm good, man. I always love to be here. I'm glad we're getting everything figured out and just ready to rock and roll, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I already know. So the NBA playoffs, I know we got game two of Cleveland and New York tonight, right? Did you see the last minutes of that last game? Of the first game? Did you see
Mm.
that?
I told my wife, man, I said, I'm gonna have to make a way to start staying up for all these games because, like, the Knicks was up big Monday. I mean, excuse me, the Cavs was up big Monday. I'm like, it was the first half was flip flop. The Cavs started off good, then the Knicks went up. I'm like, oh, the Knicks back in control. They was about like 11. It was 48-37 last time I looked. Then I looked again, it was like 62-63 at halftime or something like that. And then the Cavs was up big by 22. But man, 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 that boy James Harden was getting cooked. First of all, Jalen Brunson tough. Like, we talking about this conversation of face of the NBA, man. He gonna be in one of them discussions because this kid, bro, this guy, bro, bro tough, man. I mean, it's so many good,
Shit.
it's so
Let
many
me
good
let me
kids.
tell you this right here. Atlanta Hawks fans, if you ever hear this episode, I just want you guys to know. You ruined the series when you guys said that Jalen Brunson was trash. I don't know what NBA you guys have been watching and what multiverse or what. Jalen Brunson is not trash. That is a certified dog right there.
Mm,
I don't know where y'all got that from. To call Cat soft, okay, I'll let y'all have that, but he bullied us. But to call Brunson trash is crazy. We should never do that again. Never.
yeah, bro, walking bucket. So, I mean, I just love so like I said, every game in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals is must see TV, right? But yeah, so back to the Knicks. So yeah, like I said, game two tonight. I mean, the Knicks just got that fight in them, right? Ever since they've lost against the Hawks, they haven't lost a game in the series, and they haven't lost in the playoffs yet, right? They've won like
I
they
think
won three
seven,
straight
eight in a row.
losses. They're 8 in a row right now.
Yeah.
They're 8 in a row right now. Like, so, I mean, it's just those guys don't have no quit in them, and that's what you wanna do. You wanna take the air out of a team. Up by 22 points with 7 minutes left. I seen a stat today. It said they had 0.1% chance of winning that game, cousin. That's how you know it's not over till it's over. I appreciate that. Like, those are coachable moments for me. to see like, man, we're not out, we're not done until it says 0. You just keep fighting, you just keep that next play, that next moment, you keep chopping, you keep chopping. All right, and that's what they did. Like them guys just kept playing, and kept playing, they got it done. So I expect the Cavs to come out with a different mindset to be able to finish tonight, right? To be more aggressive.
That's the word
People
right there,
who
finish.
Right, for people who have had James Harden in the top 3 point shooting guards of all time, you're crazy. The guy hasn't showed up in the playoffs all year
Who has
long.
him there?
You know, some guys in my group chat has mentioned
Top three?
they're drunk.
Wait. We are we including all the free throws that he used to shoot? This man was the sixth.
Mm.
He stayed being the sixth man of the year for a very long time. He just added like 10 free throw shots to it, and now all of a sudden he's an MVP.
Yeah, hey, he not in my top 3. The top 10 maybe, you know what I mean? But whatever, we progress. But yeah, so like I said, I just think the Knicks, man, they like I said, I took them coming out the East. Ever since they beat us, I took them coming out the East. Even though I thought the Celtics were going to put up a bigger fight against the 76ers in at Game 7, that didn't work out. And there's so much drama up there in Boston, whatever. But yeah, man, I just think the Knicks, they are the most. First of all, they're the healthiest team right now in the playoff. The
Yeah,
Washington team is the most healthiest team in the playoff. That's health is going to be a deciding factor. First of all, right? And then as we shift to the Western Conference Finals in regards to health, De'Aaron Fox hasn't played in the Western Conference Final yet.
Jay Will went back
Yeah.
out.
Right, Jay Will went back down. They lose Dylan Harper. Like, I mean, it's like wow, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, this has been a wonderful playoff, like something, really one of the most intriguing playoffs in a long time. Like last year playoffs was solid too, but this playoff this year is like, wow, man. You got these two juggernauts in the West, right? The guy who got snubbed for MVP as you mentioned, win VP,
Yep, win VP.
right? And then you got these guys who have this shadow over them, right? The Knicks franchise got this shadow over them of not, not getting it done for decades now. Then you have the Cavaliers franchise who say, "Oh, you can't get it done without LeBron James." So it's like, man. So I mean, this is it's really been interesting to me just to being able to see and just sit back and don't have any dog in the fight. Just enjoy great basketball, and that's what I've been able to do, and I appreciate. So looking forward to it.
Dude, that's good. I honestly, I think the Knicks are probably going to take tonight. I don't know. It's just something about that game one loss. I feel like it took more than just that. I feel like they just basically just put their foot in the series right there and saying, we're going to the finals. That took a lot out of the Cavaliers. It's going to be hard for them to bounce back from. And I don't know why we're expecting. What are people really expecting from James Harden? Like, what are they expecting him to go out here and do for a team? Because I have not seen it in the playoffs. I've seen it in the regular season. I've seen him take over and explode. But like, what are we really expecting from him in the playoffs right now? Like, I don't know what Cleveland expect. They say that they felt like he was the missing piece to get them over the hump. So I'm like, what are we looking for really?
So James Harden had came from the Clippers, right?
Yeah,
Right. What was that trade? Do you recall what was going on? What did everybody get? Because I know Zubac and them was involved with that too, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
Mhm.
I think it was a three-team trade.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to look into that one right there.
I know Indiana got Zubac and they got somebody else, but I know my boy from Ben from the Pacers. He went to LA. He got a fresh start there. He gonna be a dog over there.
Oh yeah.
Right? You know what I mean? So it was a lot of moving pieces. I think Schroeder already there before James Harden, or did he come with him? I don't know. But
Schroeder was there before that.
okay, I just want to know what entailed this trade for James Harden because man, I'm pretty sure it wasn't cheap. This is a guy who looked at as potentially a future Hall of Famer, maybe not. In my eyes right now, is he a Hall of Famer? Not really. Definitely not first ballot. For people to think that some people probably think that James Harden probably should get in the Hall of Fame, is a Hall of Famer, and some people probably think Draymond Green's not a Hall of Famer, and I think that's blasphemy. Like, I think that's a cre
Yeah, people gotta get over that, bro. Ben Wallace is in the Hall of Fame. Draymond Green's getting in the Hall of Fame. Dennis Rodman's in the Hall of Fame. Like defensive anchors, they're all over the Hall of Fame. Floor generals that weren't really scorers, it's all over the Hall of Fame. They gotta get over that.
he's the first ballot for sure. So I just think, what I mean, I just know the Cavs gave up something good to get James Harden, and he got to show up, right?
They gave up
Mhm.
Darius Garland in the second round pick.
Yeah, Yeah, see, yeah, you gave yeah, Darius Garland in this series would have been a dog. Darius Garland get buckets. He that's a guy who'd have been he get downhill. This is a guy who has that twitch in his game. James Harden old now. Like, bro, like
And he
you
needs
can't
the
really
ball
say that,
too
bro.
much too. Needs the ball way too much. Too ball dominant.
Well, what is he doing with the ball? You're not doing
Turnovers.
nothing with the ball. You're not doing nothing with the ball, bro. You had 9 points, 11 points the last couple of games in the playoffs, bro. You had 9 points game 7. You had less than 15 points this game 1. Like, bro, you're not him no more. You know what I'm saying? You're not that scoring title James Harden guy no more, bro. You know what I mean? You brought that broken step back in the game. That's a travel. People. I don't know. I'm not. Hey, bro.
It's
I just know bro ain't it. They win at James Harden 5 straight possessions and they scored 5 straight points. They scored 5 straight times on this man. Like he's not it, bro. He's not it. But yeah, man. Somebody gonna have to step up.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna take Knicks to go 2. They going 2-0. They going back to Cleveland. That's how I'm gonna take them on that. So when it comes to I actually got another NBA question for you, but we're gonna talk about this great series between the OKC Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs, which I still fully believe that the Thunder, not the Thunder, but the Spurs are gonna take this. I fully believe that.
It's
Um,
electric, man.
yeah. Then the snub. I don't know. Now this kind of can go into the same category. Would you consider SGA better than D Wade right now?
At this point in time in his career, no. See, let's go back. Like I said, I've been following SGA since he was in Kentucky.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So I'm talking to the right man.
I seen this guy come off the bench and getting buckets. Like, bro, when I seen this guy, I'm like, yo, he coming off the bench, but you gotta think about the lineup they had. They had De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk, they had Bam Adebayo, they had all these guys, they had a loaded roster, bro.
Yeah.
And he was coming off the bench, 6 man getting buckets. I'm like, yo, these kids, these guys cold. Like, that should have been a team, Calipari, he should have won a championship, bro. They should have won a championship with that team. I mean, that team was loaded. So for him to come in the NBA and do what he's doing now is no surprise to me. Like, bro, always been a bucket. The same type of game, smooth, patient. You know, get to his spot, get downhill. Whatever he need to do, he just get to a bucket.
He does it very effortlessly too.
Right, he just bro, he's so tough, bro. But all in all, I don't think he's right now at his point of career. I don't think he's better than Dwayne Wade. Do I think he'll have a better career than Dwayne Wade? Most likely, maybe. You know, he if OKC find a way to continue to be consistent, right? They got a young team. They only gonna get better. They got more first round draft picks. So like, what I mean. Then they got Jared McCain, or off this past season. Trade deadline, that type of stuff. So the front office of the OKC is trying to do their best to put him in position to be successful for sure,
Yeah.
right? So at this current moment right now, I don't think he's better than Dwayne Wade. I don't even know if Dwayne Wade has an MVP, right? So
I don't think
people
he
can
does.
argue, but you got to think about the era Dwayne Wade came up in.
Oh, I know.
Dwayne,
Oh, trust me, dog. You talking to a Dwayne Wade fanatic here, so
you
that's why I had to bring this question to you. 'Cause when I heard
know,
about that, I was like, the first thing I said was they need to pump their brakes. Mainstream media, like, let's slow it down a little bit. When y'all talking about he's already surpassed D Wade, let's pump the brakes and look at what this man did with his career.
No, yeah, no, D Wade was cold. But like you say, you got the level of competition that the league is in today, bro, is not where it was back then, bro. You had Hall of Famers everywhere around the league, bro. And you still got Hall of Famers in the league today. But those guys, most of those Hall of Famers that's in the league today came up in the era where if Dwayne Wade then played Dwayne Wade dominated, not just played Dwayne Wade dominated when he was in the league. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Mhm.
but yeah, man, nah, SGA he ain't better than Dwayne Wade right now. But most likely he could potentially have a better career than Dwayne Wade. Like I said, he got 2 MVPs. Dwayne Wade don't have none of those, right? Dwayne Wade got multiple championships. HGA only got one, right? Dwayne Wade put a franchise on his back, right? With the Miami Heat, he was drafted there. He was dominated there. Won multiple rings there. You see what I'm saying? So like, yeah,
And shit. I just feel like sometimes they need to slow down. Just let especially with this day and age with these young guys, let them build their careers. Like, let them elevate. Let them do their thing instead of they, achieve greatness so early on. We're ready to compare. Like how they did with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. He achieved so early on, they was ready to compare him with the greats. I'm like, let him just play out his career. But
and he was in freaking Kentucky in 2016, 2017. He like that he ain't been in the league, you know.
he just seems so young to me just because of how he looks and how he's playing. I can't lie. Like he just seems so young to me.
But he young 'cause they come right out of college, 18, 19, so he ain't like they not young, but he ain't like they just this league this year 1, year 2. No, they've been in the league for 10 years almost. You know what I mean? Like they've been in the league a while. I think they got drafted with 18 if I'm not mistaken. I'm looking up now.
I'm not sure.
18, yeah, 2018. Like, bro, you've been in the league 8, 9 years, bro. Like you
Oh, he's in the middle of his prime. No, he right where he wanted. He right where he's supposed to be then.
right, know what I'm saying? So you on a trajectory right now, but year 8, Dwayne Wade, year 8, he already had a title. I think if I'm not mistaken, he won the title like year 5, year 4.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so
Oh no, I thought you had something else to say, cause that's why I'm staying
mm-mm.
quiet. Oh nah, you good, you good. But so far, as far as how's this series going between the Spurs and the Thunder, how you feeling so far? How you liking it? Well, I know you liking it, but how you feeling so far?
Man, like I said, health. Health is gonna be a big thing, right? Game 1 was electric. Shoulda stayed up all night watching that. Wemby's is a beast,
Yes.
right? He bro, you have to triple team him. The thing for the Spurs, the OKC bench is better equipped right now than the Spurs. The Spurs is constantly you losing players. Stephon Castle is a dog. Every
Yeah.
time I see him go off cussing, every time I see him go off, I think about Zachary vote. I think about Zachary Richardson. Think about him, cousin.
Let's stay on task, dog. Don't even go into the rant, man. Just stay, just just stay focused. Let's just stay let's stay focused. Let's stay focused on the conference chat.
I just seen that dunk that he did last night. I like, damn, we could have had that. But I digress because it makes me sad. But yeah, man,
Oh, I understand.
okay, the bench is the difference right now in these games. And then not even that, San Antonio got to stop turning over the ball.
Yep.
Like, bro, they've had 20 plus turnovers the last 2 games, bro. You stop turning over the ball, bro. Y'all gonna dominate these guys. Like, you giving them points, right? You giving them points. I mean, I love the fact that again I don't love the fact that they lost Dylan Harper, which sucks, right? The Spurs are getting unhealthy at the wrong time. They have everything in front of them to go and capture this championship, but health is going to be the deciding factor. Like you said, OKC lost Jalen Williams, right? Not a huge thing. You got guys like Chet, SGA to step up. All these other role
We need
players.
Chet to step up, dog. Chet gotta step up.
Yeah, he had a pretty solid game last night. You know what I mean? So, but the Spurs on the other side of, like I said, keep the ball from stop giving the ball to the other team. And they'll win easily because they still got a lot of great players, great young players.
Yeah.
Right, and you got Wemby, of course, that's the anchor. You got Wemby, you got depth, right? You got Stephon Castle, you got all these guys around them, who could be able to play ball. You got size, you got shooters, you got guys who got their dog in them who don't care. Them guys were playing ball last night for the moment. Like they'll be down 10, then you turn back around, they'll be down 3. They'll be
I
down
was just
3.
about to say that too.
So like those guys, the team is built for the moment, bro. And Wemby is that anchor. They support one another. They're well coached, right? But health is going to be the deciding factor, man. The Aaron Fox got to get back on the court. They
Yes.
can't keep losing players. Somebody got to be able to take care of that ball and put guys in position. Stephon Castle is not the guy right now to just keep making plays. Bring the ball up, doing these type of things, right? Even though you put the ball in his hand, bro, gonna get buckets. Like them guys, he a bucket getter off the rip. But you need that veteran presence at the point guard. Even though SGA, not SGA, De'Aaron Fox don't have a lot of playoff experience, but he a pro. This is a guy who can get downhill, make it difficult for SGA, put SGA in foul trouble because SGA gonna guard him. Those type of things. But I just think the bench for OKC is better, more equipped. Been in this moment before, and that could definitely be the deciding factor for the Oklahoma City Thunder to win this series. Even though I still think the Spurs can win a series, I just think they got to stop turning the ball over, play more efficient basketball, and the supporting role has to be better. Everybody got to be better. And then if they don't win a series, the statement you made earlier about OKC, we won't have a repeat champion. OKC get past the Spurs, the Knicks not stopping there. The Knicks
That
so
would
good, but
be
the Knicks not nah.
that's just some that I'm gonna save that conversation for another day, cause like, yeah, I'll just save that
Okay,
conversation for another week right there. I'm not disagreeing with you.
okay.
It's just that
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, let me mull on that for a
yeah.
while. You got a point though.
I want the Spurs to win, though. I want the Spurs to win, though, but if the OKC get past the Spurs and the Spurs can't get over this unhealthy bug, yeah, man, yeah. Even team to come out the West is gonna win the championship. That's just how I feel about it, me personally.
I understand. I got to keep up with my stint. I still like the idea of a of a new champion. But hey, if
Mhm.
like I always say, if the Thunder win, I would not be surprised. I still do hope that the Spurs can figure it all out. They can stay healthy just a little bit longer, and they can pull out this series right here. I want to see Wemby get his revenge for the Wemby P stub. Wemby P.
Right, yeah, for sure,
Yeah, I
for
want to see
sure.
him get his revenge for that.
And he just doesn't. I look at this guy on the court, man. He just do stuff. He like, whoa, bro. It's like, wow, bro.
Man, dog, I'm scared for the league. Everybody need to run for cover, man, because he's not even 25 yet. That's the scariest part of this man game is how good he is, and he's technically not even in his prime yet. I don't think you can really I think basketball is completely different from football in prime stance. Like, a player can ball out early in their career in the NBA and still not be in their prime. We watched several of the greats do it, and we watching one do it again. That is so scary, bro. How good he is at this age,
He want the
dog.
face. He want the face. He want the face, and that's the he wanna he taking the lead by storm. I just remember that when he got drafted, bro, out of see San Antonio embraces, man, he had a parade for being the number one pick. Like they were like, bro, he's here. Like
Your audio trying to step in and out on me, cuz
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, like they had a parade for this guy when he got drafted number one, bro. He got a welcome like open arm, like he's gonna be him. Yeah,
No, yeah, of course he is not disappointed at all, man. I still need to get me a jersey for real. Like, I need me a Victor Wembanyama jersey. He's becoming one of my favorite players. He's a player that I can't figure out how to create on 2K, but I will continue to do it until I'm old and gray. But yeah, when you say that when you say he's taking it as far as like the face of the league internationally and everything, like being just the global face of the NBA, I can see that. But I'm glad you said something. We kind of reverting back into the conversation of what we had last week when we talk about no more faces. Before I say that, I'm taking San Antonio in the game three. I think they're going to take that one. So I'm putting that out there. San Antonio by 5, game three.
yeah, I think yeah. I just like I said, I think if they don't turn the ball over, I think they dominate by even more. They have 20 plus turnovers in the game. They won in overtime, double overtime Monday. Then you get to this game and they really lost the game. Like they let the lead pull away in the last, 1 minute of the game. You know what I mean? But you had 20 plus turnovers, bro. You losing by less than 10 points. You're not getting blown out. You
Yeah.
stop turning the ball over, you're gonna win. No, bro, like, cause I'm telling you, they have guys who play ball. Like the experience from the OKC bench is why I get them the edge. But those guys who come off the bench for the Spurs, those guys play ball. They play hard. They don't care about the moment. They don't think the moment is too big, and that's what you need in a team,
Yes,
especially
sir.
on the back. So
Man, you just be saying everything that I really want to say sometimes, cause that's what it's just like, ain't no point in me even basically rebuttaling that. But nah, you got a point. I love it. I do. But when it comes to this, I remember last week we was talking about the faces of the league. My cousin did a whole little elaborate rant on LeBron James and the greatness of LeBron James, and I chimed in and I mentioned that we might be looking at the last face of the NBA because I don't think we're gonna have somebody else like LeBron James that's been the face for this long. And right now, we have a lot of talent in the NBA. I'm pretty sure there's a star or somebody that's working on becoming a star on almost every team. I would say at least 80% of the league has either a star or a potential star in the making right now. And then you got these drafts coming with these international players and these players out of college that are ready for the moment right now. Like when you say San Antonio, they got guys that are not scared of this moment. like Castle and Harbor, they're not scared of this moment. Like San Antonio is turning into a team that I feel like the Hawks need to go and steal somebody from their scouting department and their developmental and bring them to the A because they seem to have that eye to find people who are ready for playoff moments right now. And
Mhm.
that is a great thing to find. But the way the NBA is going with all these stars, I don't feel like we're gonna have a face right now. I feel like it just needs to be the NBA and a poster with a whole bunch of different stars on it because it's just too talented. Um,
No, for sure.
we talk about the. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Cuzzo.
No, please. I'll finish when you, cause I get my little part when you finish.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that we talk about OKC potentially being the first team to repeat since 2017. I still go with the idea. I just love the idea of, a different champion, each year because when we finally get those repeat champions, it's going to mean something just because of how talented the league is. The gauntlets that you have to go through now to win a championship is crazy. You might have to deal with Jokic and Ant in the same bracket, or you might have to
Mhm.
go and deal with a Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and shoot, who else, man? It's just too much talent. We can go off and name anybody because shoot, you're gonna have to deal with Indiana next year because Tyrese Halliburton come back.
Mm,
So
mm,
it's just so much talent all over. Wherever Giannis go, you're gonna have to deal with that.
right.
So
No, honestly, me personally, like I said, yeah. I mean, you have it right on the head, right? Anywhere you go, you look Eastern Conference, Western Conference, there's talent. It's superstars on multiple teams everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's the most superstars studded. Well, I can't say that because it's always been superstars in the league. So like, but when you look out right now, nobody really stands above anybody. In my opinion, if anybody wanted to be the face of the league and if Jokic had the mindset that Wemby has, he would be the face of the league, right?
yeah,
As you, he's a horse. He's a part-time NBA player, full-time. He's amazing. Like
it's so
he just
true though.
good. He just so good that man, like dang, bro, like bro is so good. If he really wanted to have the mindset that Victor Wembanyama team play the way he plays, he will be the face of the league, no brainer, bro. Like this guy, he's in MVP conversations every year, right? I mean, triple. He's a center who averages almost a triple double, bro.
I think he did average a triple double this year.
Know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? If he wanted to be the face of the league, bro, he could be the face of the league. But that's what separates Wemby. Wemby has that mindset. Wemby's telling you, I want that. I want that responsibility on my shoulders. I want that spotlight on me. I want people to look at me and say, be the face of the league. Bro should be MVP. Bro should be the best player. And he wants to be that. That's what separates him, right? Because he comes out and he says it. But not only do he say it, he shows it. But yeah, man. But in my opinion, like I said, if Jokic wanted to be the face of the league, he could have been the face of the league. But now, nobody, Wembanyama wants to take it, and for him to have it, he's gonna have to take it. That's why I love his game. And man, just seeing him play, bro, like I gotta go see him play in real life one of these days, bro.
Yes.
Just to see this guy play, it's like, man, it's wow. So, um, but yeah, I agree, man. It's so many great players in the league right now, right? You have a lot of current Hall of Famers too that are, what I mean, like I said, but a lot of those guys come from that 2010 era on up, right? You got the Steph Currys, you got the LeBron James on the way out, you got the Klay Thompsons,
KD's,
you got the who you said
KD,
the KD, right? The KDs, right?
Kyrie.
Kyrie, you got all these type of guys, right? You got, Anthony Davis, right? You got Draymond, you got Klay Thompson, you got, all these, guys who have paved the way for these young guys. Now you got the new regime coming. You got the Jokic's, you got even though Jokic's been in the league a while, you got the
Yeah.
Jokic's, you got the SGA, you got the Wemby, you got the Jason Tatum, the Jalen Browns, you got the Trae Youngs of the league, you got the young guy, the Stephon Castles, you got the De'Aaron Foxes, the Donovan Mitchells, the Jalen Bronsons, all these guys, bro, the Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Edwards, like I said, the list goes on, bro. Every team you look at, you got the Bam Adebayos, you got the LaMelo Ball, the
Yeah.
Cooper. Like, bro, you got guys everywhere around this league where you can point and say, man, yeah, this guy gonna be it. Kawhi Leonard, you got them guys who of the old era who Hall of Famers. Like, bro, you just got so many great players. You can go on every roster and point out, boom, Hawks, Jalen Johnson, boom, Hornets, LaMelo Ball, boom, Heat, Bam Adebayo, boom, boom, boom. So watch the Wizards. Whoever it is, you can go to every franchise and say, man, dang, this kid is it. Like this, he one of the ones, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere, everywhere. So
Yeah. Oh no, I love your take on that, dog. But I'm glad we can revisit that because I had to get that on record because it was just very interesting when you really think about the impact of LeBron James in the league. You make me think about it in ways that, you know, I don't look at it just yet, but as of now, I say that he is the last face of it. He's like the last face of the NBA. The next face is like you said, it's gonna be a guy like Wemby who's gonna take it. My mom told when I was talking to my mom about it, she was like, LeBron. She's like, how long LeBron been the face? You pick a face of the league. I said LeBron was chosen. She said, what you mean? I said Michael had he had the magazines and everything. I said LeBron was the chosen one. He's technically been the face of the league since he was 18. He just lived up to the expectation. Like he lived up to the expectation. Yeah, exceeded it. So I'm like, yeah, like they picked him to be the face of the league, but I'm like, they picked him at 18. So I'm like, yeah, he was the chosen one. Hey, did you know if you go on TikTok and you type in chosen one, LeBron come up?
Mm, that guy, man, yeah, it was wild, bro. Like you said, we just never see another player like LeBron James, bro. The career, none of that, bro. The dominant run, like, and I made the statement last time that maybe we will see. When I think about it now, cause we probably never see that again. Not in our lifetime.
what I told you, what I told you last week. We are more than likely to see someone win 6 rings than have LeBron James' career replicated.
I mean, that's
The man didn't start dealing with serious injuries until like year 18.
right.
Like that is longevity.
The injury I can recall that really put LeBron James out for a while. I don't remember it was a couple years back. I think it was his first year with the Lakers, and it was a Christmas game against the Warriors, and he got hurt.
I think it was a
And the
foot
Lakers
injury.
and the Lakers put a whooping on the Golden State Warriors still. And I was like, bro, I said, yeah, LeBron James done arrived. He done made these young boy. That's when they had Brandon Ingram. They had a whole young roster still. They had
Yeah,
all them guys, bro. I'm like, yeah, this guy, that Bron effect. I mean, them boys, he went out, bro. They ain't lose a beat. I said, yeah, LeBron, he done arrived. And that's why I was like, oh, the Lakers gonna be something. And they end up winning the championship a couple years later, or whatever. But I was like, yeah, that LeBron effect real, bro. It was crazy. But yeah, man,
sure. I'm
them two.
glad you bring up Brandon Ingram, dog. I consider him a hidden gem in the league.
Oh yeah, for sure. Brandon Ingram, dog.
Boy,
Yeah.
people don't understand.
Mhm.
But on to the next topic. This has been a fun conversation. Y'all make sure y'all go and check out my cousin, excuse me, Grateful Gap podcast. He has a lot of amazing content. Get tuned in with God, get you a little bit of upliftment, get you some meditation in. Has a whole bunch of content that you can enjoy. Go and check him out. That's Grateful Gap podcast. Anywhere you can listen to a podcast.
Mhm.
Cuzzo, we are going on to the NFL. We're almost out of.
Yeah, baby.
um, yeah, the countdown has begun. Michael Penny's taking pictures under center, and I guess I'm supposed to be impressed, but I'm not. And yeah, the schedule is out. How are you feeling about the Eagles schedule so far?
Well, I mean, nothing really stands out to me. I just gotta see how we gonna be because my mindset is always first of all the defense is gonna be top 5. We might be the number one defense again.
Yeah.
Nolan Smith. What's up with these Georgia guys? I know that's why we need.
I didn't know if you wanted me to bring that up. I was up last night when I got the news on ESPN.
Yeah, we're not. I mean, of course, it's not like college or whatever. I mean, and then granted, he was speeding on the highway. He's probably wide open, nobody there. He stopped, which I commend him for as well. He probably, of course, he could did the dash on the people, but bro, like, come on, bro, like, come on, dog. We got to be better. OTA start next week. We don't need this type of drama there. We already got enough drama about AJ Brown. Next thing, I'm like, what's going on with the culture in Philly? Just like how they talk about the Georgia players, we get tickets. Everybody getting arrested in tickets, and we just had a guy to safety last week. He got arrested with speeding and drug charges. So it's something in the water in Georgia, man. We like to put the pedal to the metal. We like to smell the fume of gas, and he gotta chill out. But I think
Not the fume of gas, cousin.
he'll learn from it, and he's going to be a huge part of our team. We're going to need him on that roster, right? So yeah, I think our defense is going to be top tier, like number one, number two defense. I'm really pushing for number one because that front seven going to be dogs, and we got that back end locked up. We got Coop, Tariq Woolen. Quinion, Guantanamo Bay, Guantanamo Bay, my boy over there locking it down. My biggest thing on the back end is the safety, right? We got Makuba. He gonna be coming back. He played well for us before he got hurt, so I think he's ready to go into year two. He had a lot of time to really focus on the mental side of Vic Fangio's defense. So like I'm just excited. I'm excited, but nothing really sticks out to me on a roster. I mean, not for the roster, for the schedule. I look forward to every game. This is my favorite time of the year. I try to do my best to watch every Eagles game. I don't care who we play because it's the NFL. Any given Sunday, right? Any Sunday we can be beat. And this is why I just love the NFL. I'm ready to see this new offense from what's my boy what's my boy name? Sean Mannion, right? I heard have a whole new offense.
Oh
I'm ready
boy.
to see what it's about, right? A whole new offense. We have the skilled players are still there. I would love to still see AJ Brown there, man. Lord knows I would love to still see AJ Brown there. But if he's not there, it's okay. We have guys who want to step up and make plays, and that's what it's about. And at the end of the day, like I said, I want AJ Brown to be there, but if not, he's gonna be losing out. Which sucks. But hey, it is what it is. If he's not there, just let's get compensated fairly. Right, you got guys like McDuffie, all these other guys getting multiple first round picks. Well, AJ Brown's all pro guy, a Super Bowl champion, right? He has the accolades. Yeah, he's dealt with injuries, but bro, when he's on the field, he's going to dominate. So if he's not happy here, perfectly, he finds somewhere to be happy. But we just want to win. We just want to win. If he wants to win, he'll stay in Philly. If he don't want to win, go somewhere else. But I'm just excited, man. I'm excited. So of course we kick the season off against the Commanders. Looking forward to that game in Philly. That's gonna be a great one, right? Hopefully we'll be able to see Jaden Daniels stay healthy this year, man. 'Cause I love his game. I love to see his kid on the field and play football. He can play. He's done great things. He's made it to a NFC Championship game for Dak Prescott. And
Yeah.
people want to say, oh, Dak Prescott is one of the best NFL quarterbacks when he plays. His game when he's on game. Well, that's cute, but what has he done with it? He's a regular season warrior.
Dak
Yeah,
Dak Prescott is always on game, but like you just said the word, regular season warrior. Like Dak Prescott's always on game. Yeah, cut that out.
right, you know what I mean? So, but I'm just excited because I know toward the end of the year, we're gonna have some good matchups. We got the Seahawks at home, the Texans at home. We on the road against the 49ers late in the season. That could be a big NFC, playoffs type of, scenario, trying to get that bracket together. But yeah, man, just excited. We play the Colts later on this year, which I'm excited to see, that game. A lot of different players, Steelers, right? That's just the basic stuff. The division, we play the Panthers. I'm excited to see what the Panthers are gonna look like again, even though we played them not last year, the year before last, I think it was. Or did we play them last year again? No, the year before last, the year we had won the Super Bowl. So, everything trending in the right direction. I'm excited to see what we do week 2 against the Titans, right? Titans revamp. Right. I'm looking forward to see Cornell Tate. I think bro's gonna be a stud in the league. Like, bro, he's one of them guys. So I'm excited for that matchup. But other than that, I'm not nothing that really sticks out to me. Again, every weekend is it's a must see TV for me. Just because I love to see what the Eagles are going to bring to the table, you know, and what we're going to do to be able to either punish the other team or how we're going to be. That's my thing. So
Okay, I can tell you this. I'm trying to figure out what do they okay, they use last year's records combined to determine if the schedules are going to be easier or not. I feel like we need a new system. The Falcons were allegedly supposed to have the fifth easiest schedule in the league. I don't see like I don't see easy anywhere here, like at all. None of these games are easy. This looks like a very hard schedule. And I can't count with you. The game I probably am gonna look out for just because I'm nitpicking. I don't think I've ever dropped my stint on this, but I'm gonna just say it out loud. I feel like the Atlanta Falcons were on Joe Burrow watch. So with that being said, we play Cincinnati on November 8th. I'll tune in for that game, but I'm not saying that this is guaranteed, but I just feel like if things get a little bit disgruntled in Cincinnati, Joe Burrow should look at Atlanta. We have a lot of nice things down here. We have a lot of weapons here too, and we're in the need of a quarterback because I don't think we're going to use either one of them next year that we have. So
well, speaking of that, Joe Burrow just made the comment about, this is the most skilled team he's had, since he's been there. I just seen a take about it. It said, let me find it. Let me find it here.
most
He
skilled
said
team we had.
he said the most talented team in my era. That's what he said. So, I don't know, cuz the Bengals, they dangling that, that little gift in his face, like a little cat, that little string ball. They're like, oh, look, I can play with this, So
They can do that right there, but we gotta hey, they could be the most talented. We hear a lot of things, Raheem said we was gonna outrun the South, and we got hit with a pit stop. So, we say a lot of things here. All I'm saying is it can your O line protect you? Because if not, we got one in Atlanta that can.
right.
That's all I'm saying here. But yeah, nothing about the Atlanta Falcons schedule looks easy. I feel like the defense is built to handle it. Once again, the offense is a questionable part of this team, especially since we added a bunch of depth to the defense. I still feel like Harold Perkins Jr. is going to be on this roster by the time the season starts. He is going to be ready. He's going to have a spot. I think he's going to make a big impact. I am calling him Baby James Pierce Jr. If he did not get hurt in his junior year, he would have been the first round pick easily. So I'm very excited to see him get on the field. Oh yeah, Zachariah Branch. I'm so excited to see what he do. I feel like he's going to take our offense to another level as far as in the passing game and help
Mm.
open up a little bit more for Drake London so he doesn't get battered and bruised. I don't want another Julio Jones situation where we just basically feeding him the ball all the time and just getting him beat up in two-man situations.
Just hope they use Zachariah Branch in the way he's supposed to be used. Like Mike Bobo, I love Mike Bobo, but man, Zachariah Branch should have been in the open field way more than what he was. Right? Way more than what he was. Like the kid is too explosive, bro. Like, I mean, I only care you want him on slants the whole time, but don't put him on screens and all that. And he's gonna succeed in that. I'm pretty sure they're gonna put him in situations like that. But man, get this guy space, bro. He's electric. But back to the comment about the defense, because defense get me going. I love that. I love it. Oh, man. The Falcons defense gonna be top five. They're gonna be a top five defense.
You throwing it out here top five.
It was a top five because the Eagles
Oh,
and the Falcons, no Birds defenses, baby. No
let me
Birds defenses
hold
gonna be up there.
hold on. Let me grab my notebook right quick. I gotta put it down so we can revisit this.
Uh,
All that got because Dave Grateful Dave said the Falcons defense gonna be top five.
top five of them boys gonna be. Whoo, they got them cornerbacks over there. Their front seven and vicious. Man, them safety. We dogs, boy. I'm excited. I love, because when you think about it, the Falcons' best years, they had defense. That's what the Dirty Birds were. The Dirty Birds came from the defensive side of the ball, not the offensive side of the ball from Falcons.
Yeah.
You was in it, you doing the Dirty Bird, that's from the defense. Defense win championships, man. I'm gonna stand on it. I'm gonna stand on it, cousin. I
It's
ain't gonna
funny
take
that you Hey yo, it's still funny that you say that because the Dirty Birds was built off of the Falcons defense. My dad tells me all the time about the Grit Bowl defense that Atlanta Falcons had a very long time ago. My dad tells me about that all the time. Every time I hear about the Falcons being successful, they always have a very good defense.
defense, cause I'm telling them boys some dog. I'm excited, man. They young. Ooh, hey, man. I loved it. I loved it. Defense get me going. It made me want to suit up. Give me one snap, coach. I just want to fly to the ball. Give me a Bobby Boucher tackle.
Yeah, Bobby Boucher tackle.
A Bobby Boucher tackle, man.
Oh man.
Lord, it sucks. It really, really sucks.
God dang.
I want to give him. I want to take the ball away, get the ball back to him, so I can hit him again.
Hey, cuz do me a favor, bro. Cut your camera off and cut it right back on. I think it froze it's been frozen for a minute. But I can still hear you. That's why I've been letting it roll.
Oh no, I'm good.
Oh man. Nah, I can't see you yet. It's just showing your logo.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah,
Cool.
I'm in loving it, cuz. So yeah, top five. Eagles gonna be a top five defense. I think they're gonna be number one, and y'all gonna be a top five defense, man.
I can see that. I see that. I had to write that down so we can go and revisit that. I had to make sure I put that in these notes. Oh man, we had to end off this show because it's been a very good show. Make sure you guys do come and check me out. We do got some wrestling to talk about before we go, but I always forget to do little shout outs so you guys can know where to find me. Just Unconventional, Facebook and Instagram. Seriously, just wrestling for my wrestling fans. That's on Instagram and Facebook as well. You can find me there talking about, well, in the wrestling group, you can find me talking about wrestling and sharing content. Just Unconventional is growing. I share a lot of different content, but eventually I'm going to narrow in just on, sports and whatever else. But so we got two things happening this weekend wrestling related. We have Saturday night's main event, which is going to be on Peacock. I really wish WWE would find something to put all of their stuff on again because all this stretching out is getting very annoying, along with the repetitiveness of the product. And for anybody that hear this, no, do not come in my inbox talking about, oh, well, you should go and check out AEW if you want an alternative. Guess what? I've been watching AEW since it started. I went to damn near all the events for the first 4 years of this company existence before life happened. But guess what? You ain't gotta tell me that. I already watched the product. I know what I'm gonna get. That's why I don't go crazy for it. That's it. But back to the matter at hand here. To start off, I'm gonna talk about Saturday night's main event because personally, I do feel like AEW Double or Nothing is gonna be the better event. I'm not even gonna act like it's not. So I just learned you take WWE as what it is, sports entertainment. Keep them in their own lane. I don't even know why we try to compare. We enjoy it for what it is. What happened?
Because
What happened?
Kyle Busch died. NASCAR driver. Yeah, bro died. 41 years old. That's crazy.
What happened?
Wow.
What happened to Kyle Busch?
That what it said. Kyle Busch died. Well, that's crazy, bro. I mean, bro, I'm telling y'all every day, bro. That's what I'm saying. Every day we get up, man, bro, you gotta be grateful for life, man, because you just never know, bro. This world, bro, this world, and then of course, for the ones who understand the truth of the Bible, it's comforting to know that he'll live again. But bro, like, like we weren't designed. Humans weren't designed to understand death, right? To be okay with death. It's just never it's never gonna be okay with us because we weren't designed that way. So just hearing about stuff like this, anybody who's just young and just have life, have wife, kids, family, like bro, like it just sucks to hear that type of stuff. So that's so yeah, man. Support and prayers up for his family and yeah, man. It's just hearing that type of stuff sucks, man.
No, it does suck, man. Because I'm sitting here like I know I don't watch a lot of NASCAR, but when you throw out some names, I know that name. That's all I was like, wow.
Yeah,
First thing I want to know, man. Nah, dog. Like I don't know, man.
wow. So I didn't mean to, cut the rant, but yeah, that's just it threw me off. It said result of a severe illness.
Oh,
That's where that imperfection comes from. That's what Satan wants. Satan wants us to be dying and dead and not having the opportunity to serve God, even know about God. So that's why it's important, man. Each day we have just do our best to be able to, have some type of understanding of who God is, right? How to be able to follow Jesus, right? We had a conversation out the air beforehand of things you could be able to do to draw closer to God. And we have to be able to make that choice even before the grave because the grave is inevitable for all of us as long as we in this system. But one day we'll get to live forever. So it's up to us to be able to appreciate each day and make that day today. We have our life right with Christ. We have our life right with Jehovah. So
yeah, man. I'm really shocked about all this stuff right now,
yeah.
man. It's crazy, man. I don't want to
Mhm.
sound like the a-hole going straight back into this podcast because I'm just sitting here like this is just shocking.
But like I said, I wasn't trying to throw you off on that.
Oh, it ain't about throwing me off. I just don't want to be like Fox 5 News. You tell somebody about a person dying, then you be like, so anyways. Yeah.
That's where we live in. But yeah, man. Again, prayers up for his family, man, and all the ones anybody who listens to this and has experienced death in their family recently, or just bring back memories, man. It's not easy for none of us, but just know that we're not alone in it, right? Jehovah feels our agony, our pain. It's not going to last forever. He has something much more in store for us. God's kingdom is a real thing. It's not in heaven. It's in heaven now, but it's going to be on the earth. So it's not something we get when we die, but it's something that we're going to be able to live for forever. So looking forward to it.
Oh, man. Amen. All right, cuzzo. We're going to go ahead and knock this out so we're going to get on up out of here, man. Uh, Saturday night's main event, people. Um, Honestly, I did not know that this was happening until like probably 24, 48 hours ago. I think WWE should just do better promoting of their Saturday night's main event shows. It doesn't feel like a Saturday night's main event anymore. It just feels like an additional episode of Raw or SmackDown. It's not special. It's not special. It just happens way too often now. But we got the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Pence is taking on Ethan Page. The man hasn't even been here on the main roster for a month yet. He's already making an impact, getting a Intercontinental Championship title shot. Hats off to him. World Tag Team Championship is on the line. Logan Paul and Austin Theory will be taking on the Street Profits. Go ahead and put the title back on the Street Profits. Hats off to Bianca Belair. Congratulations to your pregnancy. Hats off to Montez Ford. You got you a real one. You caught you a baddie. I hope y'all live y'all life very happy. I hope y'all have a beautiful baby. We also have a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Paige and Brie Bella will be taking on Lash Legend, the Bougie Bully, and Nia Jax. Honestly, go ahead and put the title back on Lash Legend and Nia Jax. Paige, I didn't even realize how young she is to like been doing this for almost 20 years. Let her go ahead and start the singles run. Let's see what she can do with this new roster of women that's here now. We have a six-woman tag match. Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill, B-Fab, and Michin. And we also have Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka in a non-title match, which honestly we already know she's going to lose the non-title match to Sol Ruka, so Sol Ruka can get a Women's Intercontinental Championship match and either win or lose. It gets repetitive sometimes. Okay, here. And also, AEW Double or Nothing this Sunday. Cuz
Mm.
So, I forgot to tell you,
Mhm.
Mick Foley ain't wrestling, but he signed a contract with AEW.
Mick Foley?
Mick Foley signed a contract with AEW. He's officially all elite. He's going to be hosting the pre-show on Sunday for AEW Double or Nothing. You can watch it on HBO Max pay-per-view or watch it however you watch, because that's exactly what I'm going to do. And yeah, he's going to be
Is he
there.
bringing
Is he doing what?
bringing back the sock?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure down the line we're going to see someone get a sock in the mouth. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, that was I hope that was a nice looking dirty sock that was clean, but man, that was
No, no, that wasn't that was a very dirty sock. That was an actual sock that he used to wear on his feet. He will take it off and put it in your mouth. Yes,
disgusting.
yes,
But
yes.
that was
Yeah, that was wrestling. That just lets you know that when people tell you that wrestling is fake, just show them Mick Foley sticking Mr. Socko in someone's mouth and let them know that's a genuine reaction to someone taking their socks off of their dirty feet and saying this is going to be a part of my prop gimmick tonight.
that's a legend too. Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
I'm about to say he got to be. Yeah, he's a legend.
But they have to boycott if this man wasn't in the Hall of Fame. It'll be ridiculous.
Remember he's wearing a leather mask.
Oh my God, dude. The faces of Foley, the different faces that Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack.
Right.
But it was at one point where we felt like all three versions should go in the Hall of Fame separately.
Not for sure. Like, bro, he was different. He was legend.
Oh yeah. I loved it. But he's gonna be in AEW now. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see him eventually have a match. I'm not even gonna act like it's not gonna happen. He's gonna have a hardcore match somewhere along the line. But to go on, we have the Owen Hart Cup. Men's and Women Owen Hart Cup is back. I'm not going to say the other comment because that'll be disrespectful to Owen Hart's wife. I'll just say she kind of just destroys the vibe sometimes. I'll just say that she destroys the vibe sometimes. Like just her being there, it just seems like it tries to take away from the attention of Owen Hart and what this is supposed to be about. That's just my opinion. And I know other people feel the same way too. They're just not gonna act like it because AEW is turning into a cult. You can follow me and you can say what you want, but guess what? It kind of is turning into a cult. The fans are the biggest turnoff of the company not right now, not the product itself. That's just my opinion. But we have the Owen Hart. Is it the Cup or the Classic? It does not matter. They have the tournament coming up. Swerve and Bandito will be going in their first match in the first round. Will Osprey, which he has a story right now with John Moxley where he's being trained by him and, rehabbing his serious neck injury that all the great legends have dealt with in the past. And I don't know where this is really leading. All I know is that it should lead to Osprey winning the AEW World Championship. I still consider him the Lisa Agit, and he will take AEW to greener pastures. We have Osprey versus Samoa Joe, and then for the women's side, we get Mina Shirakawa versus Athena. I don't know why we only got one match, but I'm gonna run with it. AEW Continental Championship is on the line. John Moxley will be defending against Kyle O'Reilly. We have a Stadium Stampede, with a bunch of people. We have Chris Jericho, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, Jack Perry, Nick and Matt Jackson, and Kenny Omega versus Ricochet, Bishop Khan, Toa Leona, Mark Davis, Andrade, David Finlay, and Clark Connors. Now, cousin, basically what Stadium and the Stampede is that they're going to be wrestling all over the arena, literally. like literally wrestling all over the arena, in the back, in concessions, outside. If they can get to the top of Armstrong Stadium, I believe that's what they call it in New York. If they can get to the top of that, they will wrestle and fight on top of that as well. That's just all Stadium Stampede is. You still get a win by pinfall or submission. We have the AEW. You said what?
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, still get a win by pinfall or submission. It's just they wrestle all over the place. And then you have the AEW International Championship match, which is the match I'm very excited for. Is it international or intercontinental? Oh no, they never did the Intercontinental Championship. They should have. But yeah, AEW International Championship, Kazuchika Okada versus Konosuke Takeshita. Really looking forward to this match. It's a little bit deeper than the AEW rivalry for me. This is where bragging rights of being the best wrestler from Japan right now, because Okada still has that claim as being that top dog over there, and beating Okada can do wonders for your careers. And if you beat Okada, it's going to just make waves in Japan. And Konosuke Takeshita is trying to make waves and has all the capability of doing so. We also have the AEW World Tag Team Championship on the line. We have FTR defending their belts against Edge. Oh, I'm sorry, the misname is Adam Copeland. So we have FTR defending their title against Adam Copeland and Christian Cage in an I Quit match. So that's going to be very interesting and fun. AEW Women's World Championship match. Tekla, your champion, will be defending against Hikaru Shida, Chris Statlander, and Jamie Hayter. I personally feel like Tekla should keep the belt. She's very good. And then we have a match I wasn't really crazy about, but I understand it's a part of history. Hera versus title. Darby Allin will be defending his AEW World Championship against MJF, and if MJF loses, he has to shave his head bald. I know this has been done a lot of times before. I'm not gonna act like I'm super crazy about this. I get it. It is what it is. I get Darby Allin's title reign. I get why he's defending it every week. Personally, it got to a point where I kind of agree with it. Anybody who becomes the AEW World Champion, they should be able to have their title run be how they want it to be. Put their own little spin, their own little flair on it. Everything can't be like WWE because, it just, we don't know what direction some of these guys are going to get. But that's everything that's going on with professional wrestling this weekend. We got Saturday night's main event, and then we got AEW Double or Nothing to sing you home happy on Sunday. No offense to Penta, Ethan Page, but it's just so much going on in WWE. It gets a little bit depressing watching. Sunday, May 25th, you can watch however you want to watch for AEW Double or Nothing. Saturday, yeah, Saturday, May 23rd, Saturday night's main event. You can watch that on Peacock, Peacock at 8 p.m. Double or Nothing comes on at 8 p.m. on Sunday, but you can watch the buy-in on YouTube at 7 o'clock. That is everything I have for you guys for professional wrestling this week. Next week, we have some interesting conversations. We're going to revisit the NBA draft. I've been doing some research, and I'm trying to put together who I feel like is going to be the picks the Hawks should go for. We're going to finally bring the WNBA into the fold. We have not talked about the WNBA yet, so we're going to take some time out and see what's going on, what's happening there. And cousin David, he gets to tell us how he feel about the Atlanta Braves right now. Do you have anything else you want to add to the podcast before we head out?
It's nothing for it. Be mindful of, and I hate it's about the WNBA, man. It's such a wonderful league you want to be, support, but man, it's such a immoral league to look right. You really can't look at a league and have your children want to follow these women. Some of them you can, but some of them you can't. It's just such a it's a league you gotta look out for sure. It's a league you want to be involved in, but you gotta know what you're being involved in, if that makes sense. So yeah,
I
man.
get
But
what
other
you're
than that,
saying.
I don't got, of course, cousin, always, man. I appreciate you. And again, man, for the ones who, for the experience we were able to have, even though this has been a great episode, it's, people are really going through tough times right now. All of us, right? All of us have our own things we got to deal with. But man, we just need to support one another, love one another, right? Jesus told us, right? Love God, right? Love your neighbors, right? That's what he told us to do, man. Those two principles. And if we can do that, we're gonna be all right. So yeah.
I appreciate that, cuz make sure y'all go and check out the Grateful Guy podcast. He got a lot of great content for you. Actually, this episode is going to be going on his YouTube channel. I'm going to make sure I send this to him right when the recording is done, and I can send off that email to him. Make sure you check me out. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram for Just Unconventional Wrestling fans. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram for Seriously It's Just Wrestling. You can listen to the Just Unconventional podcast anywhere you can find a podcast. I have a lot of evergreen content, a lot of old content that still can be relevant. I can call it a little bit historic. Cooking up some other stuff. Cause I'm glad me and you started talking about D Wade because it actually gave me an idea for a series I might try to tap into for this
Yeah.
podcast. But without further ado, I'm so happy I can finally do this and not have any issue. But go ahead and play my outro. Thank you for listening.